Hi Pisces, Pisces placements. Welcome to Pisces Tarot and Advice, and welcome to your daily reading. I hope you're doing well. So we'll see what we got going on for you at the time you find this video, what that day could be about for you, what you got to expect, look forward to, good stuff, any cautions, the energies that you could tap into, make the most of. Hold on. Cards are flying. Okay, so let's begin. For Pisces placements, at the time they find this video, what do they need to know? What's the good stuff? What's the day about? What are the energies they're dealing with at the time they find this video? Okay, and then we'll look at the good stuff, and then we'll look at your cautions for the day. Hit that like button if you haven't for me already. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't. Everything helps, guys. I really appreciate the support. It helps the channel grow. It helps get the messages out there. Because we're telling YouTube, yes, we like this. We want to see more of this. And special thanks to my members, as always. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have Rebellion. Number 11, Mars and Aquarius. All this Mars energy. What is Mars doing in the sky? Quarrel is back. Okay, with Mars in Cancer. With companionship. We saw this the other day with Libra energy. So this gives me compromise energy at this time. Being able to meet in the middle with someone. Okay, being able to reach a resolution. For some of you, this is happening currently or will be happening. For others of you, it's happened already. But this is about questioning the status quo. Pushing back on something, fighting back on something, taking a stand, saying, no, this doesn't work, this isn't fair, this isn't right. Something that's just been ongoing. No one really questions it. No one really, fights anymore. And it's like takes it. And you come along and it's like, well, that doesn't make sense. That's not fair. That's not right. That's not legal. That's not ethical. What were you doing? And maybe that led to some quarrels or disagreements, disputes, maybe even legal action. Or that's the road is going to be going down. But there's an energy here of coming together, compromise, negotiation, mediation could be happening at this time with the Libra energy. A friend could be stepping in if this is going on between you and another friend, or if it's going on in family situations. Okay, a friend or family member could be stepping in, someone you know, someone in your community, someone you trust, could be stepping in, helping you negotiate, helping you meet in the middle with this energy. All right, so there could be sibling rivalry going on here. There could be petty fighting. But I just feel like someone wanted to make a change to something and everybody got up in arms, or someone said what you're doing isn't right, or it doesn't work for me, or I don't want to do what you want me to do. Okay, you could have fought back against someone's unrealistic expectations of you. All right. Yeah, look, 6 of Wands. What is with the cards flying? So you being victorious here with the Queen of Cups and the 6 of Wands, absolutely. If something's been an ongoing process, this is the Gilded Tarot Royale, for those of you who want to know, of setting something up, creating something where there was nothing in place, signing a contract, getting a mortgage, buying, selling property, big change, okay? Getting that job, setting up that business. You wanted to start a new relationship. You wanted to start a new routine. You wanted to step away from an existing routine, okay, and other people's expectations. It looks like you're finally going to be able to either find the middle ground or reach a compromise. But what does that tell you? It tells you that you are also getting something that you want out of the situation, okay? It's not going to go back to the way it was. You may not get 100% of what you want either, but there's going to be a happy medium reached, okay, where you can move on happily from this quarrel, from this disagreement, from this dispute. I'm also seeing for some of you on-the-job training or brainstorming activities, whether it's at work or in your network with friends and family. I need to do this. I don't know how to do it. What's the best way? And then everybody kind of gives you their ideas, their suggestions. Okay, everybody's pitching in for something. Hold on. Yeah, look, Ten of Cups with the Death card. Happy news in terms of home, sale or purchase, family matters. For some of you, again, this is a disagreement within family. You may be walking away from someone altogether. You may be redefining a relationship with someone today. Three of Pentacles. Okay, someone in your community, someone you work with, family members, someone you date or are in a relationship with of any kind. You're redefining, with the Rebellion and Aquarius energy, you're redefining a relationship today. Okay, I don't want us to be dating, I want us to be friends. Or I don't want us to be just friends, I want us to be dating. I don't want to do this task and responsibility anymore. I need someone else to pick it up. I don't want to do it anymore. Or I would like to add this to my to-do list. I'd like to take this on board. I'd like to initiate this. I have this idea. I want to get going. I want to implement. Yeah, Six of Swords. You want to create movement in a situation, transition, action, to do something better, to create something better. All right. Let's see what the good stuff is for Pisces with this energy. What's the good stuff for Pisces at the time they find this video? But yeah, there's definitely like the water coming in and just kind of tempering the fire, okay? This could be something taken down a notch, de-escalated, okay, with this energy. Bottom of the deck, we have Strength, Leo energy, more fire. But this is quiet strength. This is fortitude. This is resilience. This is grace and elegance. If I'm saying no, I'm not having a fight with you. I'm not having an argument with you. I'm expressing my boundaries in a very calm, respectful way. The tone of a conversation is changing. Maybe someone is stepping in, like I say, mediator, negotiator, or someone who can kind of handle both sides. You know, maybe this is a translator. Maybe this is something you're starting and you don't know the terms, you don't know the lingo, or you don't actually speak the language of someone else, and that has led to some sort of quarrel or dispute. Okay, this is where someone comes in and goes, well, let's all calm down. They didn't mean that. They didn't know what they were saying. They thought they were saying this, but they don't know the language very well, and that's why the other thing came out that upset everybody. Okay, it's that kind of energy, a diffusing of a situation. So let's see. We have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, I feel like today someone's just had enough, okay, with the Eight of Swords. Someone's had enough of something. And I just feel for some of you, this is where you've been quiet, you've been calm, you've been gracious and graceful with all the gossip, all the rumors, all the comments that have been flying around you or about you, right? Or, you know, backhanded compliments or snide remarks, or people kind of making jokes at your expense, and they're calling it, you know, oh, it's nothing, I don't mean it, it's nothing, you know. And so this is where you're going, you know what, I've had enough. No more. We're not doing this anymore. So you're either imposing your rules, your expectations, putting people in their place, okay, with this energy. And it's a case of, no, we either do things where we're all happy or I'm out. We either find a way to move forward together where we're all taken care of, or both of us are included, or I'm out. I'm tired of doing all the work and not getting the credit. No, you need to put my name on there, or you need to tell people that that was me. Okay, this is claiming what's yours, okay, with this energy. This could be also the end of a no contact situation with the Eight of Swords. If someone's been trying to reach you, or you've been trying to reach someone and they've not been responsive, there is someone here intervening on your behalf. And I just get this energy of they know how to speak that person's language, but that could be literally, but it could also be, I don't know, if, for example, you're a water sign and you're dealing with an air sign. They have very different ways of communicating than air signs to water signs, right? oftentimes they're not saying anything wrong, but the way they're saying it can be hurtful to a water sign because maybe they're more sensitive, right? As just examples. Um, and this is someone who comes in who knows both parties involved or all the parties involved, and they can say, well, when they say that, what they mean is this, which is also what you're saying. But the way they're saying it is just very harsh or very abrupt or very tactless, okay? But you're wanting the same thing. So can we just move on and figure out how to communicate better in the future, right? There's something along those lines with this energy. Yeah, look, justice. A decision is made. A fair decision is made here. This is also balance. This is negotiation. This is compromise. This is equal give and take. Receiving what's fair in a situation because you're demanding what's yours in a situation. Okay? You're claiming your position. You're claiming credit. Okay? Your rewards that you're entitled to with this energy, and you're going to get it. For others of you, there's a surprise here in a decision that is coming in. The decision is surprising to you. It's fair, it's balanced, it may be better than what you expect. Okay? And it may be in an ongoing situation. So maybe someone apologizes to you and you never expected this to happen in a million years. Okay? It could be that. For those of you, there's a contract or a ruling, something coming your way, and there's something unexpected about it. I feel like it's fair, but there's something unexpected about it. This could also be, again, we have more Libra energy, so partnership, negotiation, coming together, signing something, coming into union. You and another person, you and a company, two businesses, however that resonates, okay? There's a new contract. If there's been back and forth in negotiation in terms of what you can get for a loan, what you can get for a mortgage, terms and conditions and expectations and salary in terms of new job opportunity or promotion conversation, divorce settlements, okay, and it's just been this back and forth, this counteracting, okay? I want this, you can't have that. Okay, well, what can I have? This. Well, could we do a little bit better? Could we do, you know what I mean? If there's been an ongoing back and forth, there is a decision reached, it's fair, it's final, it's balanced, it's good news, okay? It's a new option. It's a new option, okay? So let's see. Here it is. Justice with judgment is a big deal, okay? So a very significant decision is made or announced at this time. This is formal, official, legal, government-related, institutions, banks, lenders, large corporations. A final ruling and a final decision in an ongoing dispute, however that resonates, okay? We have the Two of Wands. There's a new option presented to you, or there's a new pathway opening up to you. This could be what this person suggests to you, maybe a fire sign, you know, gives you an option or gives you an alternative you didn't consider. Okay? And the Five of Swords is the hard-won victory. Okay? It's a case of I just needed it done. I'm glad this is done. I'm glad this is over. I'm glad I don't have to do this again. I didn't get 100% of what I wanted. I didn't get my absolute best case scenario, but they didn't either. You know, it's that kind of energy. So we both lost out a little bit, or we both got a little something out of it. Okay? And remember, whatever's being decided is fair, ultimately. Okay? So this is the outcome at last. At long last, the outcome, the final decision on an ongoing quarrel and back and forth, okay? And it may come through the intervention of someone external to the situation to negotiate, to mediate, to speak on your behalf, or however that resonates, okay? Or it may come through someone involved in the situation or slightly outside of the situation, suggesting an alternative that no one had previously considered, okay? With the Aquarius and rebellion energy, this is, I never thought of that. I never thought that was an option. I didn't know that was an option, right? That kind of energy is what's coming in. On a day-to-day, be mindful of cuts, today. For some of you, you could be getting piercings with this energy. That could cause some sort of quarrel because people have opinions about it, you know. I'm also seeing you're testing something or you're trialing something. It could be a product, it could be a service. Okay, entering a trial period with something at this time. For those of you, there's something here with weight. So either you're weighing yourself, and if you're on any sort of like health journey, wanting to build strength, wanting to build muscle, put on weight, lose weight, whatever the case is, and especially if it's linked to something, I don't know, if medical tests, you have to lose certain weight or you have to put on a number of pounds or whatever in order to qualify for something, in order to be able to get a procedure done, in order to get any sort of support. I don't know how that resonates, but you'll let me know, okay? And it's like someone's calling you and going, what are the results, okay? Or someone's calling you with some results, with an outcome to a situation, legal matter, medical matter, the outcome to something, results, tests, exams, okay? With this energy as well. You're definitely looking at an alternative. Something unexpected is offered to you. You may have a choice to make at this time as to whether or not you accept an alternative you hadn't considered and close a chapter out somehow, or if you keep going with the challenge and the chaos, okay? You may, like I say, either you're keeping your cool and your grace in the face of someone being either blunt or insensitive, or if that's what's been ongoing, this is where you're calling them out on it, okay? Everybody's on slightly different timelines here. There could also be some sort of pettiness, some hurtful words said. I don't know if you are declining someone's request or anything like that, and then they say something nasty about it. Hey, could you do me a favor? No, I can't. And then they say something nasty. You know, oh, you have time to sit around, but you don't want to do this for me, eh? That kind of energy with the Five of Swords, right? With the Strength card, you're just going to take a deep breath, look at them, and go, yes. You know what I mean? Yes, I choose to do what I want to do with my time. Yes. Any other questions? It just puts you in a bit of but you're staying calm and just diffusing it. You're like, I'm not going to do tit for tat. We're not doing tit for tat. We're not in kindergarten, okay? But yeah, for some of you, you're going to have that moment of, do I give this person a taste of their own medicine? How far could that escalate, though? And then you're going, you know what? No, we're not going to do tit for tat. I'm not doing this. Okay? But yeah. A big decision, a significant decision, life-changing decision with justice and judgment is you're making it, or it's coming to you as this is the result, this is the outcome of the situation, or this is the someone else's ruling, final decision on something, okay? And you can finally move forward, get unstuck, okay? Because this is what was missing, a decision, an outcome. Be mindful of carrying heavy things, okay? Do more trips if you need to, okay, with this energy. You may need to get a shot for something today, or if it, it could be a kid, could be a pet, I don't know. All right. Good stuff. Happy news, a call, or a call where they're saying, we didn't get that, but we got this, which could be your next best thing, your second best option. But it allows you to move on with the situation. All right. And let's look at your cautions for the day. For Pisces, what are the cautions? Be mindful of things escalating. I feel like something could escalate very quickly. Okay, that's one. Um, and two, if you want to implement anything new, change any sort of routine or any sort of process, be prepared. People are going to have opinions about it. Everybody's going to get all up in arms about it. And to you, it's like, but this is better. This is more efficient. This is faster. This is cheaper. This is more straight to the point, you know? But you're going to have to deal with people not liking having the status quo challenged. If they're comfortable doing 50 steps instead of 10, this could be someone implementing a process at work where it's like it's done with a script, it's done with AI, it's done with, and people don't want to accept it or implement it because they're worried that means they're going to lose their job. So there's going to be those kinds of conversations. And this is just saying, talk about it, understand it, okay? Because I don't feel like that is the intent. But just be prepared. If you're presenting any sort of automated solution, it may come across as that. So people are going to be very defensive, and that's why, because they feel like, oh, that's going to replace me, okay? All right. You have the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So there could be disputes and quarrels around divorce, inheritance, custody agreements, splitting assets, getting insurance claims paid out. That could be the decision that's coming in, the outcome that's coming in. Okay? You may have to, I feel like for some of you, you're doing some sort of innovative treatment today. And this is just telling you, just make sure you do your research. Make sure you understand what you're signing up for, okay? Because you're about to sign some sort of long-term contract or commitment, sign up for it. And it's important that you understand exactly what you're signing up for because it's long-term, right? For some of you, there's a change to a plan. There's a change to a long-term goal. There's a change to a long-term plan. There's a change to a long-term contract. Something unforeseen that you may need to discuss. It'll be uncomfortable. You won't like it. You like things the way they were, okay? But this is something where it's happening, all right? So it's, how far do you take it? You could fight it, push back. It's happening anyway. It's that kind of situation. So it's, can you get on the bandwagon? Can you understand more about it? Can you get ahead of the game, right? Rather than trying to fight for something that's already gone, okay? Is what I'm seeing. Justice and the caution energy as well. So you have a decision to make. Again, think long term. Whatever decision you have to make of what you go with, what you commit to, think long term. And that will tell you which way to go. For those of you, like I say, there's a contract coming in. Make sure you understand the terms and conditions. Make sure you understand the expectations. This could be property related, mortgages, sales, loans, approvals of any kind. This could be marriage, talks of marriage, talks of long-term commitment, talks of family, adding something, okay, to a relationship, adding something to an environment, adding something to the status quo. And this is telling you, take your time and take it seriously because it will be a long-term investment. If you were to get a pet, depending on what kind of pet you get, that could be the next decade of your life, the next 2 decades of your life that you're going to have to care for that creature, So it's like, think long-term and take it seriously in terms of shaking things up, adding anything. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that, but this is just saying understand what it is you're creating and what it is you're signing up for. Ace of Swords. Truth, clarity, again, a decision, a contract, signing something. Make sure you sign everything you're supposed to sign. Make sure you tick all the boxes you need to tick with this energy. Very important. For those of you, there's a miscommunication, there's a misunderstanding because something wasn't signed or something wasn't ticked. Something's not working if it's like something's not working as expected, and it's because there's a missing tick, there's a missing signature, there's a missing approval somewhere. So you may have to track that down with this energy. Definitely seeing here, be mindful of your words. Words hurt, words cut at this time. Speak the truth, okay? if you're called to give testimony, formally or informally, if you're called to give testimony, if you're called to say, what is it that you heard this person say, or what is it that you saw them do, or they said this to me, is that true or not? Okay, be open, be honest, okay, with this energy. The Three of Wands. This is all about expectation. And it's important with the Ace of Swords and the Three of Wands to have realistic expectations, and Justice with the Ten of Pentacles, to have realistic expectations in a situation. I do see a victory coming in. I see a way out offered to you, or I see a way forward offered to you that is innovative, that is different, that you did not consider. It would be a good option, fair, right, balanced. It would allow you to move something along. It would allow you to move something forward towards your goal, okay, or to complete something and then be able to start something else. But it's really important to be realistic, because I just feel like this is offered to you, or you could be offering this. Remember, flip roles if you need to, but this is offered, and I'm seeing someone go, no, I want more. But realistically, this is the best option you're going to get. Realistically, someone's already gone the extra mile to get you this option, to get you this deal, to get you this package. So it's really important to look at things, to weigh things up, to have that broad perspective, okay? And to know when to accept something, stop it, agree, move on, and when to push forward, okay? Because this is something here going on that it's the best option you're going to get in this situation, okay, realistically. And it's really important that you consider it and that you look at it through a rational, practical, balanced, maybe talk to someone, okay? Get a second opinion. Talk to a lawyer, talk to a financial advisor, talk to someone who's done this kind of thing and tell them, hey, they're offering me this deal, because I feel like they're going to tell you. I would take it and run. Okay, talk to someone, a professional or an expert, or someone you go to for solid advice, okay? Because I really feel like if you were to look at it on your own, you would go, nah, no. Why are you offering me this? No, I don't want this. I want that. Or I want more of this. Why are you offering me just this? Or that's something, or be prepared, you might be dealing with that. Or someone else is a little bit unrealistic, and you may need to tell them, listen, go get your own advice. Go get your own valuation. I'm not trying to be unfair here. This is the best option I could come up with the information available, with the data available, based on the environment, based on the circumstances, okay, based on what the law says. But you go and check it out for yourself. Get a second opinion, because this is a good deal, okay? But you're going to have to stay calm. Again, de-escalate the situation. Manage someone's expectations, all right? And if it's vice versa, it might not be something you considered. It might not be something you expected. But I really feel like it's something where it's going to be like the best you can get out of the situation, or the best way you can get out of a situation. Do you see what I'm saying? Again, be mindful of cuts, bruises, carrying things for a long distance, heavy things for a long distance. Okay, I also feel like something could be snapping, like a chain. I don't know if that's jewelry or a chain on a bike or a chain on your car. I don't know. But a chain could be snapping with this energy. You could be paying something to do with a car, something to do with movement, transportation. You could be double booking something, so just be mindful about that. Or it turns out something got double booked and you might get canceled on something. I feel like you might not get your money back on something with this energy, so just think about it before making payments. You might be double paying for something and you might not be getting your money back, okay, with this energy as well. Definitely seeing, talk to an advisor, talk to a professional, talk to someone in the know, an actual person, because I feel like there's something here to do with misunderstanding, and it could be language barrier, or it could be that you're using Google Translate for stuff and it's not accurate, and it could get you in trouble, or yeah, just if you're on websites that are in different languages, just speak to someone who knows the language is the best way I can put this, and just double check Google Translate, because it might get you in trouble. I am also seeing you have an opportunity here to clear the air with someone at a distance, but it has something to do with the language barrier, or there's a delay in communication that could cause frustration, but it's just a delay. It's a lag. It's a network error. It's not that this person's keeping you on red or you are ignoring them. So it's just something to be mindful of. Okay, stay calm, balanced, get all the information before making your decisions today. But Pisces, that is what I have for you. I hope the messages resonate. I hope they have you help you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.